This is hardcore Minecraft. Make some more of those. How am I not dead? Take the freaking job. Take the job, bro. Why you want to be unemployed? Finally. What's that? Oh my god. Why? And today, I'm gonna be attempting to beat it for the first time ever. So, let's get straight into it. As I spawned in, I began looking around to familiarize myself with my surroundings to figure out where I was. I then made my way down from the tree tops and started punching the nearest tree I could find to collect some wood in order to make some basic tools that I would need to get my journey underway. I swiftly turned around to locate the nearby cave that I had spotted while I was atop the trees to collect some cobblestone in order to upgrade my tools from wood to stone. Axe, pickaxe, shovel, sword. From there, I picked up my crafting table and made my way towards the ocean. First things first, time to find a village. That's a shipwreck, yes it is. Okay. With my first goal in mind and having spotted a shipwreck in the distance, I then made myself a boat, picked up my crafting table once again and started sailing towards it. I made my way down into the water to look for treasure chests, but specifically a buried treasure map, as buried treasure can sometimes have really good items such as diamonds. Thorns, projectile protection. There's no way that there's only one chest, right? I guess there is only one. Unfortunately, no buried treasure, so that was kind of a waste of my time. This might not be though. What did I say? Okay. Pretty close. I then started following the map onto a nearby island, and as the map started filling in, I knew that I was getting closer. Oh, it's literally in the middle of the water then. I crafted some birch planks and for some reason dove into the water first, then made some doors to allow me to create an air pocket for me to breathe and mine faster whilst I was underwater. There it is, and I can't reach it. Some diamonds, not bad, not bad. Water breathing potions, cooked fish, TNT. Not bad loot, honestly, but only thing good there was the diamonds. Second shipwreck, okay. So I jumped into the ocean once again and started looting the first chest, from which I managed to find another buried treasure map. And from the second chest, some emeralds, iron and iron nuggets, lapis, gold nuggets, and a diamond. Another diamond, lapis, gold. From there, I made my first pieces of iron armor as well as a diamond pickaxe. And not doing too bad considering I haven't gone mining at all. I already have a diamond pickaxe. I then rose to the surface of the water and subsequently started looking for the treasure from the map I just found. I think this one might be on this island in front of me. I then pinpointed the location and started digging through the sand until I could see the chest. The loot was pretty similar to the last treasure, containing useful resources such as emeralds and iron, although unfortunately no diamonds this time. From there I went on to continue my objective from earlier. Back to village hunting. Might as well start killing cows now because I'm definitely going to need the leather. Because bookshelves aren't going to just make themselves. Well, that didn't take too much time. Move away from that. First day of the new world. Done. Let's see how big is this village. And please tell me it has a blacksmith. I'm not seeing a blacksmith. They have a blast furnace though. A bunch of hay bales as usual. Make some more of those. How am I not dead? A creeper had managed to sneak up on me whilst I was in my inventory and attempted to take my life. But thankfully the fence behind me sacrificed itself for the greater good of the playthrough and saved me. For now. I then proceeded to craft a shield for future encounters with those freaks, especially when underground, to make sure that another assassination attempt never succeeds. I continued searching the village, gathering all the hay bales that I could get my hands on so I could use them to trade with the villagers for emeralds that I would need to get better enchants for my equipment later on. Okay, this village is definitely big enough. And since that is the case, I am going to colonize this area right here. With that being said, I made a crafting table, crafted some chests, and began setting up a temporary storage area to store my items as my inventory was completely full. Put solid blocks in here, everything else in here. I proceeded to make a furnace to cook up some food. Okay, next step is going to be to get some iron. Actually, screw iron, I'm going straight to diamond. I then made an iron helmet, an iron sword, and an iron shovel, and subsequently headed out. It's time to go grab some diamonds and hopefully not die. I entered the nearest cave I could find and began mining resources and got into my first of many altercations with skeletons, of which I swiftly won and ran into another one not long after. I placed a crafting table, made a furnace, and started smelting some iron to finish off my armor set. Full iron done, and now it's time to get full diamond. I continued going deeper to look for diamonds and collecting any gold that I could use for golden apples in the future. After finding 7 diamonds which I forgot to record, after pausing the recording, I made myself a diamond sword. I'm going to leave this area and try to find a bigger cave from a different spot. I then started going towards the surface as the cave I was just in had run its course and had no more diamonds unless I started strip mining, of which I was not eager enough to do. I started making my way into another cave, began mining down and found another cave system with gold waiting for me by the entrance I'd created. This is still not what I'm looking for. I don't know what kind of weird cave system this is, never mind. Oh no, back to ranting. I don't know what kind of cave system this is supposed to be. This is not gonna help me at all. Ugh. Okay. Up to 12. While running through the narrow tunnels, I ended up finding a pool of lava and mined some obsidian to make an enchantment table to get some basic enchants on my tools and armor when I return to the surface. Alright, that's gonna be enough. Now to head back to the surface. Aha! Okay. While I was on my way back to the surface, I managed to find the exact type of cave I was looking for to get the rest of the diamonds I needed to craft my armor set. So I began clearing out the local mob population and mined all the diamond ore I could find and headed back to the surface. Quickly grab some sugarcane so I can start planting this because I'm gonna need a lot of paper. I proceeded to make a couple of smokers and place the blast furnace that I stole from the villagers a while ago to begin smelting the iron ore that I collected while I was looking for diamonds. From there I grabbed my diamonds and made myself the full set of diamond armor along with an enchantment table, but since my temporary base didn't have enough space for a full enchanting setup, I knew I would have to expand or make my own base sooner rather than later. So I began collecting some wood, made some ladders, and started digging a hole as I decided that I was going to make an underground base. With my main base still underway, I wanted to make some bookshelves to enchant my tools to speed up the mining process, but since I had no resources to do so, I started planting sugarcane to turn into paper, which I could then craft books and finally bookshelves. I then made an anvil and some books and headed down to my enchant table where I began collecting useful low-level enchants like protection, sharpness, and efficiency from enchanting the books that I would then combine at the anvil and apply to my tools, weapons, and armor. Sharp 1, I'll take it. I'll take sharp 1 again because 7 levels for proc 1 book seems kind of crazy. Grab one of those. Another one of those. Another efficiency book. Proc book. And lastly, I'll go with sharpness. Okay. Hopefully this is not too expensive. I was able to make a sharpness 2 sword, an efficiency 2 pickaxe, and a protection 1 chestplate and leggings since I only had 2 levels left. I started looking to trade with villagers and noticed that one of them traded wheat for emerald. So I grabbed the hay bales I took from them earlier and turned it into wheat to trade. That left me 16 emeralds. Not bad. 8 levels! Holy. I proceeded to trap a villager in my house and force him to become a farmer to get some more emeralds. And now you will not leave this place until you take this job. You will not leave. You are stuck in there forever. Now take the job. Take the freaking job. Take the job, bro. Why you want to be unemployed? Finally. 27 emeralds, okay. With the villager under a strict contract to buy weed from me whenever I wanted, I managed to get 11 more emeralds. And now you can go away and never look back. Okay, so at this point, the plan is going to be to probably wait for this stuff to grow, get better enchants on my armor, and then make an XP farm. Because this is hardcore, I am not going to be grinding mobs the entire time. Unfortunately, for me to make an XP farm, I have to go to the nether. There is literally a chance that I end up dead before I can even make the XP farm and start enchanting my gear properly, but that is a risk I'm willing to take. So I began preparing for the nether by enchanting my boots with feather falling 1 to try and prevent me from dying to fall damage, and enchanting my helmets as well. I went underground to grab more obsidian from the portal and stumbled upon a mine shaft from which I could find name tags which are needed for the XP farm, along with a giant pool of lava under it. So I entered the mine shaft and started exploring. Please have a name tag. Oh my gosh. I need one more chest, game. Yes. Ask and you shall receive. Ow. Name tag. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Alright. It's time to go to the nether. I made 2 power 1 bows and combined them to get a power 2 bow, and then went to the nether. Okay. Everything's ready. Everything is set. Let's do this. Please give me a good spawn. When I said good spawn, I didn't mean put me right next to a freaking ghast. Oh, damn, okay. Alright. Head over to this side. Bruh. I continued exploring the nether, and unfortunately things would take a turn for the worse. As I was mining for quartz, I tried to grab the XP as I'd been doing, and ended up falling to my death. That is not how I wanted to go out, man. Oh my gosh.